Welcome back to another video. Right around Thanksgiving time, I had the opportunity to get a Nobel Outfitters tote. This one, right here. And DOver Saddlery had a special where if you bought a bunch of stuff, you spent a certain amount of money, you could get a Nobel Outfitters tote, the large tote, for $50. And it had a lot of different freebies and stuff in it, but I thought it would be fun to share with you guys what I have actually been able to put into this tote. It's big. It is huge. And this isn't all of my grooming stuff, but this is the stuff that I use a lot. So I thought you might want to see what's in my grooming tote. Everybody loves grooming totes, right? Everybody loves to see what other equestrians keep in their grooming totes. So this is the grooming tote itself. This is the Nobel Outfitters large grooming tote. It has 3 large pockets inside of it, and it has a bunch of pockets around the sides as well. It has a center strap for carrying, and it also has a very nice big strap that you can put over your shoulder to take with you. And at first I didn't really think I was going to like this shoulder strap, but it is really helpful when you're carrying your saddle, your bridle, whatever else. You can just put this over your shoulder and it carries really well. So even though I didn't think I was going to use that, I'm really happy with that big strap. Okay, so now let me show you some of the things that I have inside this grooming tote. First thing is Equestrian wound and skincare. I need this all the time, so it's always helpful to have some kind of wound cleanser, and the Equestrian works really well. Then I have the FL Superstar Shine. This is a really great shine spray. I have some rags for rub rags. I have some Equispa sheath and udder cleaner. I don't know why I have it in here. It fit really well. I only use this on my horses like twice a year. Maybe I should do a video on that in the future of how to clean your horse's sheath. It's a little sensitive, but it's got to be done, right? And next I have some MTG. This is Mane Tail Groom. You can use it on rein rot, girth itch, bug bites. It smells really bad, but it works great if your horse gets an itchy dock, like up at the beginning of his tail. This works tremendous to help control the itch, and it lasts a long time. I've had this for almost 2 years now, and I've only used about down to there. So it's really great for manes, tails, which I guess is why it's called MTG, Mane Tail Grooming. I have a sheepskin rub rag that I made, a pair of hands-on grooming gloves. These things are awesome. In the wintertime, in the summertime, these are great. So hands-on grooming gloves are amazing. I have a shed flower, which still has horse dust in it. This is awesome. I'll be using that in a couple of months. It also works really good for if your horse gets into the mud or is rolling. It can really help to get the caked off mud off of your horse pretty quickly. This is a neat tool. I have a Haas curry comb, a little tiny face brush. It's dusty. My horses love getting their faces brushed with a face brush. I have a big rubber massager curry. Ethan really likes that. Some wet wipes, a jelly massager, and it's got like little massage rollers on the back. Don't really use that a lot on my horses, but I use that side all the time. They like that. I have a dirty container of bit butter. This is really neat. This stuff is basically like lip balm for your horse. So you can put it on the bars of the bit, like in the corners of the bit. It has mango fruit butter, cocoa seed butter, shea butter, vitamin E, soybean oil. It smells really good, and it helps to soften your horse's mouth. And I've had this for, I think, over a year, and I haven't hardly used any of it at all. It lasts a very, very long time. I have some Kevlar Tough hoof guard sealant. This stuff is really nice. It is a hoof conditioner, but it also seals it. So I can put this on once or twice a week, and it helps to keep the hoof moisturized and not too wet. So it protects if there's not enough moisture, and it adds moisture if there's not enough moisture. Or if there's too much, then it seals it so the hoof doesn't get too moist. Does that make sense? I have a couple of my Haas brushes. I have a couple more of Haas brushes. This is a diamond gloss grooming brush. It's really nice, like a body brush. And this is a really soft body brush too, which works good on their faces as well because it's really soft. So this was the first Haas brush I got. This is the Diva exclusive brush. And it's got a row of bristles around the outside, and then it has lamb's wool on the center, so it really makes your horse shiny. That is an awesome brush in the summertime or if you're getting ready to go to a show. I have a big flick brush, and this is a rice root brush. So this brush is really nice, especially in the wintertime, because it gets off the caked mud or the dried sweat. So I really, really like this brush. These last forever. I have a couple of my favorite hoof picks, the ones that have the hoof pick and then the brush on the end. Those are my absolute favorite. And I have the Professional's Choice Tail Tamer Rainbow Bristle Brush. I really like that one. A jar of coconut oil. That's a little jar. I got that at the dollar store. And this is called Mainly Long Hair. So what this does is it hydrates tails, manes, whatever you want to use it for. But you put a little bit of this concentrated conditioner in here, you fill it up with water, and then it's like a continual sprayer. This is really nice. It works really well, especially if your horse tends to have a very fine tail. This stuff works really good on it. I have a little bottle of Theracin Wound Cleanser that I got, I think, in one of the Heart to Horse boxes. But I've got several of these, so I just keep one in pretty much everywhere. My grooming totes, in my big grooming box, first aid kit, you name it, I got it. Scissors, my homemade shedding tool that I made a couple of years ago. It works really good. It was really easy to make too. Some candy for horse treats. A bottle of mane and tail shine on. I haven't used this yet, but it fits really good in the pocket, so I put it in there. And I actually have my helmet cover that's hooked up for my GoPro, so I can ride and video my ride too. A pair of gloves, my riding gloves. A pair of sunglasses, which is nice because it has its own carrying case, and it's got a little clip, so I can just clip it on to the D of the Grooming Tote. And then a pair of spurs. And on Nobel Outfitters website, after you get your grooming tote, you just go to their website and you can actually get a discipline patch to put on here. So I'm waiting for my discipline patch to come, but that's not going to stop me from using this awesome grooming tote. Hopefully that gives you an idea of what you can get into this tote. It's huge. It has room for so much stuff. Like I said, I got this from Dover's for their Christmas time special, but you can find them all over right now for like $50. And what's cool, do you see the bottom? It's got a screen or a mesh bottom, so all of the horsehair and everything falls through the grooming tote and it doesn't collect in the bottom. So if you're looking for a new grooming tote or the ultimate grooming tote, I would say that this Nobel Outfitters large grooming tote is the ultimate grooming tote that I have been waiting for. So I'm so happy that I got it. Hopefully you found that interesting. Maybe I gave you some ideas of things that you can put into your grooming tote. And I would love to know what you have in your grooming tote. What do you keep in your grooming tote? How many do you have? Do you have a Nobel Outfitters tote? What do you think of it? Leave a comment down below of what your favorite things or your favorite grooming tote is. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can get all kinds of ideas of how you can be a budget equestrian too. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.